Down, that means I'll be winding down my JV basketball coverage. The second to last game for JV basketball. It's Mill River taking on Bellows Falls. Mill River in the home whites will have the ball first on that opening tip-off. The Bellows Falls in their purple uniforms, the Purple Terriers, as they've been called for so many decades. And I've never seen a purple terrier. I've seen Jack Russell Terriers and all kinds of different terriers, but never a purple one. Must be big down in Bellows Falls. On the miss, it'll be Bellows Falls bringing the ball down. Mike LeBeau will run the point, number 1 out there. Same rules as high school basketball, varsity basketball. 8-minute quarters, overtime if necessary. 5 fouls, you're gone. Bonus starts at 7. That shot from the outside, no good. On the glass was Blanchard, number 12, and he got the pass out to Stewart. He'll bring it back out to Goyette, and Goyette will attack the free throw line. Stop. Nobody guarded him. Put the little jumper up. No good. Ball will be tipped back outside to Goyette. Below the free throw line, left it short. It was soft on in front of the rim. And the rebound this time will come down to LeBeau, and he'll just take care of it himself and bring the ball down the floor. Munger Vision in 2011. The only time you turn on that local public access to see JV ball, it's always me. I've been the only guy for a decade plus that has brought you JV basketball. It didn't have to be a Rutland MSJ, the big game type thing. I brought you all the JV basketball action. I was probably the most balanced and equal and best coverage any program ever had, whether they wanted to admit it or not. That was a great block on that shot while I was rambling with my speech about myself, as now Bellows Falls was retained possession on that jump ball call. And they wanted to drive a baseline, opened up, the defender stepped back. The shot taken by number 5, Moore, was no good in the rebound. Still looking for our first points. A minute and a half into the contest. Stevens says, why not? Didn't go. Rebound Fisk, had it. Fisk on the floor, and Fisk will be tied up, as you can see the call from Kerry Valenti-Fish, the official on the baseline. Dan Latkin, the other official, used to be the varsity girls basketball coach at Mill River. And he's taken up some officiating in the last couple of years. You get to see him quite a bit on the court. And him and Kerry Valenti-Fish usually call a very good ball game. Fisk off the dish will get the game's first basket. It all started, though, with the dribble penetration and then the dish off to the open man. Moore gliding to the elbow, and that's where Stewart stayed with him. And I'm just trying to identify. It looks man to man. Stewart got beat on the crossover, and nice step up and help by Blanchard, and it's going to stay with Bellows Falls. And this time will be Stoddard taking the ball out of bounds, number 10, and they're going to play Blanchard on the inbounds pass defensively. And nope, it went off. And well, I can't believe that. Moore shaking his head no to the official. Very clearly went out of bounds on the bounce. And Stewart, Tanner Stewart coming up, he will not see any pressure defensively until he gets below the midcourt stripe. And Stevens, nope. Nice drive, no finish. Rebound fought for, and he'll come out in a scramble to Blanchard, and Goyette strip going up. There's Fisk up, blocked out of bounds, and it'll stay down this middle floor. It was blocked out of bounds by Bellows Falls, and see Mill River will set up the box formation on their own baseline with their own basket, obviously, and that was going to be a tough. It was well defended by LeBeau. There is a little inside dump off to Stevens. Little jump hook was no good. Number 10 came down. Stoddard came down with the rebound. He'll hand it off to Moore as they've switched duty here on the point guards the last couple trips down the floor. There's McKean. Lost it on the floor. It'll be tied up by Stevens. So Ian McKean just couldn't get the handle on the ball once it got tipped, and it'll be LeBeau taking the ball out of bounds. It's 2-0 Mill River with 5:17 to go in the first quarter of play. That is good. That was Moore. He popped out on the inbounds play beyond the elbow, and nobody came out to put pressure on him on the perimeter, and he just squared up and drained that thing. That was a 3-point shot. And I'll give Bellows Falls lead at 3-2, and LeBeau with the good low post defense, able to take the basketball away. He made the steal to Moore and now to McKean. And boy, the defense collapsed around him nicely. Stoddard with a head fake, didn't go anywhere, and gave the ball back. Now working around the elbow to LeBeau. McKean, a lot of faking, but not going anywhere. Nobody bought it defensively. 4:43 left the first quarter. Low scoring game so far, but it takes JV sometimes a while to get cranked up. As Blanchard almost able to come up with the steal off from number 10, Stoddard. That's a little further out. The 3 on it's still good. It's Moore, 2 for 2 from this time. That was way beyond the arc. That'll make it 6-2 Bellows Falls. So that's about an hour and 15, hour 20-minute ride from Bellows Falls up to Rutland if you do the speed limit. And I thought they might come off a little bus lethargic, you know, little bus legs. It didn't happen. That time is Goyette on the drive, laying on his back, asked where the foul was. And here's the quick push in the front court, and the defense basically got back. It's McKean with a jump step, trying to thread the needle on a pass, looking for, oh, it's number 14, Perry, Avery Perry, went out from Perry out of bounds. It would have been a spectacular catch to be able to scoop it up like a shortstop and keep control of it. If the camera keeps running, what my game plan is for Munger Vision is the Glossic tournament starting, I believe, March 13th. I've never been notified. I never do get notified, no matter how many messages I leave. I believe David Perry from North Clarendon stated would be the 13th. Oh, look at Goyette with the little spin move, no good. Look at the rebound on the inside, and got a hold call as Stevens skied for the rebound between a lot of Terriers and then got fouled in that pack of people. And I believe Kerry said Avery Perry, number 14, called for the foul. He'll just dump it up top to Stewart. Got below the free throw line, pivoted, but didn't do much with it after that. 6-2 Bellows Falls on a couple of three-point shots by Moore, number 5 to Fisk, and beautiful. Nice job of creating the passing lane, the passing angle to get the ball down to Fisk, who sealed off the defender. Then just a great job of turning around and making the shot off the glass and in. 6-4. Bellows Falls by 2 with 3:10 to go in the opening quarter. LeBeau with the leap made the save, brought the ball back to Stoddard. That's Blanchard on him defensively. That's Ed Rodriguez into the ballgame for Bellows Falls, number 32. And see Moore with some soft pressure, then pulled back as he allowed Goyette to bring the ball up into play. And Goyette, oh, great look, and Fisk will get the basket. But again, the recipient of the nice pass from Goyette, who drew the defender with him. We're tied at 6 in the first quarter, 2:40 left in the first quarter to be exact. Oh, blocked by Stevens. He said, get out of my house. That was a unique post-up. They want to bring Rodriguez down to post up against Stevens, and there's probably about a, oh man, not joking around, probably 6 or 7 inch discrepancy in height there. I'm not sure. Rodriguez would have been my first choice to as a post-up player. And a travel call by Dan Lacken, the official. And so in a 6-6 game, Mill River, who had the 2-0 lead, looking to take their second lead of the ball game here. There's Goyette having a conversation with Coach Gary McDonald as he came up the sideline. Gary McDonald, the JV coach and the varsity baseball coach here, has done an excellent job in both programs. He was the women's softball coach for a while and did a great job there. So there's the drive and got it. Mill River. Ziegler with the bucket, number 23. 2 minutes left, first quarter, 8-6 now. The Minutemen in this JV contest on Munger Vision, taking a lead. Both teams kind of settling in easy and quick here to what they want to do on the game plan, and that was attacking the basket by Stoddard. Had a tough angle. The defender took away the paint, so the baseline side was just too severe. Hit the side of the backboard, and that's Goyette. No. It's the one and done as McKean went up and got the rebound this time, Ian McKean. And see they're coming out a little bit more on the perimeter and picking up more, who, like I said, was 2 for 2 from the three-point arc, and then just lost it on the drive. That was Stoddard trying to go baseline. He did go baseline too far, went way beyond the baseline, and that'll be a turnover. Mill River will have the basketball. That's Tim Jones, number 21, checking in for Bellows Falls. Seems to have had his own fan club here. It's because he came in the ball game, about a 8-person group of people from, I assume, from Bellows Falls. Gave him quite the acknowledgement, cheering. Blanchard might have got away with some steps there. Fisk. Foul, got it. What a great job by Fisk to keep his composure down low, get control of the basketball, strong enough to take the contact, finish it off, got the foul, and won. Looking for a three-point play. Increases the lead to 10-6 right now. And that's going to be the second foul on LeBeau, and he's going to come out of the ball game for Bellows Falls. And coming in will be number 4, Connor Niehawk. And for Mill River, number 5 coming in. That's Sam Pelkey. Pelkey's going to replace Blanchard for the Minutemen. All right, so Fisk, after having wait quite a while here on the substitutions, at the line, all set with 62 seconds going in the first quarter. No. Rebound, Pelkey just into the ball game. Use those ups, get the rebound. That's a 3-ball by Stevens, and he was fouled 3 shots. No. Okay, I see what Daniel Atkin was the official indicating was a 3-point shot, thus the 3 fingers, and then Kerry Valenti Fish with the foul called on rebounding action. So it's going to be a foul against Bellows Falls, and Mill River will have possession of the basketball. It's Goyette. They got to get their spacing right now. Boy, that's just a great job of letting them play through. Basket inside by Mill River on the offensive rebound. You can hear the bodies hitting the floor down there, but in basketball, believe it or not, it is a contact sport. Now, there are consequences for certain contacts, but most of the time, you can't put 10 people in a restricted area, small space, and have them chase the ball around and not expect a little bumping and grinding going occasionally. So in a 12-6 game, Bellows Falls only scores coming on those 2 3-point shots by Moore, and that's up and no. Long shot, long rebound, chased down by Stoddard. He's open from the baseline. It's a 2-point shot, and that was long and strong there as he overshot the rim. Stevens on the spin, kicks it out for the 3-ball. No. That's bouncing around. That's going to come right down to Goyette, and got it at the buzzer. Goyette with the offensive rebound, the putback high off the glass and in, and it's going to make it a 14-6 Mill River lead on Munger Vision in JV basketball action. Josh Stevens bringing the ball into play because I didn't get the camera zoomed back quick enough to set up my opening shot of the second quarter because I kind of got daydreaming looking around the gym. Pelkey up, no, that's an outside shot, and the rebound came down to Rodriguez, and he'll secure possession and spin the ball out into the hands of Moore, number 5. And like I said, Moore's got all the scoring for Bellows Falls. 2 3-point shots was it. To Rodriguez, and he's well beyond the arc, and that doesn't mean nowadays that they don't shoot that. Just means he's well beyond the arc. Killed the dribble with nothing to do with it, and able to get the ball off to Jones, and Tim Jones working in the deep corner. And that's going to be Niehawk, and I'm not sure that was really, well, it worked out really well. It wasn't a good choice to take the shot, but ended up being an assist because it didn't touch the rim. It ended up in the hands of his teammate who put the ball up and in. I believe it was Moore. So it's 14-8, and it's going to be Goyette. Late on the rim, no good. And then got a foul called on North. So Carlton North, 0-0. Into the ball game from Mill River, picking up the foul called for the push underneath on the rebounding action. And LeBeau coming in, and he's going to replace Niehawk, and possibly they could talk to Niehawk about shot selection. There's nothing wrong with taking an outside shot, but first of all, he was as far down in the corner as he really could have been, and the angle had him behind the backboard, and there was no shot clock to worry about. That's good. So right now, Moore putting on the clinic offensively. Sorry about the camera shaking. I'm on the bleachers, and when people walk up and down the bleachers, well, you guess what? The camera shakes. Well, strong step to the hole by Goyette, and I'm not sure who grabbed hold of him, but there are a lot of choices here. There's Danny Armstrong, has checked in the ballgame, number 15 for Bellows Falls, and I believe he actually picked up the foul, but I'll wait for the board to catch up. He is the guy who got the foul, his first personal, team's 4th. 14-10 Mill River, and Goyette will put the shot up, and no. Hit the front of the rim. Big, strong kid. He can get the ball up over the rim. So, yeah, the way the Rob Black, the athletic director, talking to me before I came in the gym today, and there's going to be a home girls playoff game that he asked me if I was going to be doing, and I said, yeah. That Stevens will get the basket. 16-10, Mill River. And then the Fairhaven boys varsity basketball game against Mill River boys varsity will be for, I believe they said, 4th play. Winner takes the 4th seed. That's huge. And there's going to be a packed gym. And so what they do in those situations is I get set up on a chair across the way over by the scores table. And I already know that night that the Greg McCormick will be here, the radio station. Possibly the internet people will get on the bandwagon. That's good. Boy, Stevens from the outside rattling it in. 19-10 has a lead on that shot, swelling up to 9 points now. That's the largest lead that Mill River has had, and Rodriguez got bailed out right there as he was driving into no man's land Actually dribbled into the defender, and they called a foul on the defender. And that'll be the second team foul on Mill Rivers. LeBeau will take the ball out of bounds. 5:54 to go in this. And well, I don't know who blocked that. Oh, Goyette did. And then a blocking foul called on Rodriguez. Is Goyette able to muscle his way through it? That'll be the 5th team foul. Yeah, as they get organized here, the officials will be side out, and Pelkey and Goyette will do the honors of bringing the ball into play for Mill River. As McKean coming back in, number 30 for Bellows Falls, and he'll replace Tim Jones. And Stewart coming in for Goyette. So it'll be Stewart now in the backcourt, and he probably is going to bring the ball up into play. Tanner Stewart will. But Bellows Falls in danger right now. They're down by 9, and momentum has completely shifted to the Minutemen. Ziegler with the touch. But the Bellows Falls, they give up one of those mini runs, they could find themselves going in the locker room down by a lot of points. Quinn Armstrong with a strong rebound will take the one dribble and then find LeBeau, who wants to go to Moore back in the center of the floor. As Moore waits for the screen and comes down inside. There's the roll by McKean and blocked from behind by Stevens, and he kept his body away from the offensive player's body. That was all arm and reach with the block. As that will go on a bounce, and Pelkey wisely let it go on a bounce. And that's the way it's shaping up. I'll be here for the Mill River girls playoff game unless I have two things happen. Just feel like crap physically. Oh, a nice roll to the hole and then no finish. Or the camera dives because it's as old as I am and probably feels about as well as I do. Been a long, grinded out winter, man. And then Fairhaven, Mill River, I'll be here. Same two conditions come up. And did somebody call a timeout? I believe so, yeah. Bellows Falls calling a timeout with 4:44 to go in the half, down 19-10. And they're going to talk it over on Munger Vision. Timeout's called in this first half. And McKean knocked the ball down. It was picked up by a hustling Stewart, and then he'll go down to North, and no. Look, I'll tell you one thing that Bellows Falls has to improve upon, and that's just their defensive boards. They've given up a lot of second chance rebounds offensively here to Mill River in this first half. LeBeau waits, and not a lot of movement out there offensively. LeBeau sets up, and no. McKean pump fake, nice. Oh, blocked by Stevens. And again, Stevens got caught off his feet, but recovered. Because McKean actually waited too long after he got the defender in the air, but it was a great play by Josh Stevens. So Stevens starting to, those block shots starting to add up for him today. And Stoddard, I think, was grabbed coming through the lane, and that's what Kerry Valenti-Fish says. And that's why the third team foul. It was prior to any shot, so it'll just be possession foul, ball out of bounds on the baseline. And LeBeau will be guarded. Now they'll put Pelkey on the ball defensively. Yeah, see, Stewart has gone out to cover more on the perimeter. That's knocked away by Tanner. And Norris just had a heck of a time. The ball actually went off from the legs of the official back to North. And North, it was just like trying to pick up a ball covered in olive oil. He was just having all kinds of trouble, and then he fell down. It happens. That's a long three ball, no good. Right there, Bellows Falls becoming a little impatient as David Waller, number 3 in the ball game for Mill River, with 3:45 to go in a half. They're up by 9. One time they trailed 6-2, and that's going to be rattled around, and then we're going to have a foul on, I believe, Stewart. Yeah, Stoddard got good position, and then he got the push. And see, the officials will switch up, get position going. There'll be no press in the backcourt by the Minutemen. And it hasn't been a bad JV game. It's, it's not the nail-biter, chippy, physical, people mad at each other. Great game, but it's been okay. Paul McKean, you could hear the slap as Waller was down in that vicinity along with Tanner, number 14. I'm sorry, Stevens, number 14. Geez, I hope I didn't call him the wrong name the whole first half. That happens at this age. 14 is Josh Stevens. He's the guy making all the blocks and doing a great job defensively. Now what happened there was Pelkey tried to reverse his dribble after he made the steal and went right into LeBeau, and it went out from LeBeau out of bounds at Bellows Falls. And that's where we set. So Pelkey into Stewart, and Bellows Falls going to change up defensively, show some press in the backcourt. Nice job by Pelkey at the last second to get bailed out, and that's going to be Snow. Armstrong made a great effort, heck of an effort, to make the save, but it will go out of bounds, and Mill River will have the ball in the front court, actually right in front of the Bellows Falls bench. And we haven't had a score by either team here in quite a while, as it's still 19-10, Mill River. And Stevens on the drive, nope, weak side rebound, it's LeBeau, and he'll turn away from the pressure applied by Stevens, and LeBeau to McKean, drives up, and no, that is a nice slicing move along the baseline. Stewart will pick up the loose ball as it came out of the hands on the reversal of the basketball by Stevens, and Pelkey wanted to go down to North, the ball rejected right back to him, and Waller will make the catch, get to the free throw line, kick it out. Pelkey going to go 3-balling it, going to be short too. And Stewart took the ball away from Moore. Mill River will get possession of the ball. Coach McDonald wants a timeout. He wants to get his team organized. He's got some different players out there. They don't see lots of minutes, and they all got to get on the same page right now. That was a Mill River timeout. It's Goyette in the corner, working against LeBeau. He's got those 2 personal fouls. Goyette right there. Almost had the ball stripped away, able to dive out and push it to his teammate. Actually, it was a good play by the young man from Mill River. I got caught up watching the action there. As that'll be off the mark with Stewart taking the shot, and Stevens almost able to make a real cool finger roll from behind the backboard up and in, and everybody met the basketball and started to plant his feet and flip it outside, and this is going to be Moore. Now Moore has been quiet here in the second quarter. He was the offense for Bellows Falls in that first quarter. Since then, though, they've found a body, which is going to be in the form of Stewart, to come out and basically shadow and play man-to-man on him. Well, he was going to take that shot no matter what, and that's not really good offensive foul. That's young. You got to learn that when somebody's covering you like that, you can't get frustrated and just force up a bad shot. And Armstrong tied up. North came down with it. Actually, it's North tied up by Armstrong. And so Stoddard to McKean. Getting a lot of ball faking, not going anywhere. That's a long 3, and nope. Now, he had made one of those earlier. That's Moore, number 5. Jamie Moore. But that time he just couldn't get it to drop, and that will be a foul on number 10, Jake Stoddard. That was no doubt about it, and that's going to be the 16th foul on Bellows Falls. So with just 1:10 to go in the half, there is a possibility that nobody will reach the bonus here in the first half. 19-10 Mill River, and it seems like it's been 19-10 since it got here. Well, look at Goyette kick it out, and then Stevens had the pass blocked down twice by Moore. And third time Moore able to knock it to his teammate LeBeau. To Moore, that was a tough shot. If he takes it straight to the hole, he probably would have been fouled. Instead, they come out of it, and Mill River will have the basketball. Stevens going to go deep. Got it. Will they count it? Yes. The basket's good. And then the foul was away from the basketball, though. There it is. The basket's good, and Mill River's going to get possession. Now, you do see that occasionally. That's going to be Armstrong called for the foul. She indicated the basket was good, and it is. So they'll make it 22-10, plus Mill River will get the ball back. This is a possibility for a 6-point turnaround here. If they get if they get 3 out of this. Oh, Stevens, soft little running one-hander. And there's that run. It's now a 14-point deficit, 14-10. Mill River. I don't believe Bellows Falls has scored a basket here in the second quarter. Armstrong working against North. Backed him in, jumped hook, and then got his own rebound twice and can't get the shot. That's hard work. More arguing with the official. You can see him come on a push from behind call. And this will count. Nope. So we'll go to the half with the Minutemen enjoying a 24-10 lead in JV basketball action on Munger Vision over Bellows Falls. Stevens, number 14, had a huge first half. We'll flip the ball on to Tanner Stewart. And Stewart going to run the point. He's got the other ball handler out there, Goyette's got the handle on it now, 22s. And I'm looking to see who fills it up. Blanchard is out there and Fisk. And that is the 5 on the floor for Coach Gary McDonald. And there's the attacking of the hoop by Stevens. And then Blanchard with an excellent job of trying to chase down the basketball. And go out of bounds to Bellows Falls. Bellows Falls needs a good start here to the second half. They had a 6-2 lead, and then they went into a real cold spell offensively. Not just shooting, but just in their ability to get open for shots, be able to take shots. And there's a great example there as they make the steals. The ball was intended to go inside to Avery Perry, and Mill River will. Now you got to give Mill River's defense a lot of credit too for heading to that dry spell offensively. As Fisk slid to the ball, which was picked up by Goyette. And then everything kind of got quiet. Goyette, from the free throw line, basically will roll it in for the basket. Again, Mill River, as the season's gone along, they've improved as a JV team, which is what you're supposed to do, get better as the year goes along, and they have. And they actually look confident now in a lot of things that they do. And their team defense has gelled somewhat. They're going to call a hold-a-reach call on Mill River. It'll be on Josh Stevens, number 14. And I believe she said he's in the act of shooting, so that will send Rodriguez to the line to take a couple free throws. Which I believe Bellows Falls went through that whole second quarter without scoring a basket. So looking for their first points since before the first quarter, I believe. And that'll be good, and Rodriguez will get a second chance here. And makes it 26-11. Now, they're not out of the ball game, Bellows Falls. By no means, they're only down 15 right now. And I've seen a lot bigger leads than that go away. Well, what they got to do is kind of pick up the intensity defensively. A lot of times you get your defense cranked up and it leads to some steals, some easy baskets in transition, momentum offensively, and Mill River will throw the ball away. Blanchard didn't expect the pass as Goyette was penetrating, driving, and then did that no-look kick ball out and actually caught Blanchard off guard. LeBeau playing with the 2 fouls and had his pocket picked. Stevens, will he dunk it? No, he'll go for the layup and miss it. Kind of casual there, and Goyette able to hustle the floor. And now Blanchard will take the ball away from McKean to Goyette, and he wrestled it down. And Stevens, who started this whole sequence off, had the touch there. And Stewart, they were looking to post up down low. Fisk, and really didn't have a lane there. And, oh, what an offensive rebound by Mill River's Goyette. That's Goyette right there, 22 to Stevens. Boy, Fisk looked like he got fouled twice on the play. No whistle on it this time. And driving, while trying to dribble out to an open spot in the court will be Ian McKean, and he'll finally be able to get the ball off to LeBeau. 5:48 gone by here in this third quarter play, and the Minutemen by 14, and that running one-hander was long and strong, and Blanchard up ahead to Stevens, too far. They tried to pick up the tempo and get the push down the floor from baseline to baseline and turn the basketball over. You see McKean, number 30, going to clear the timeline himself. Actually going to keep the dribble alive. Oh, wait for the cut on the wing. No, there's 14. Perry coming in, just missed a shot. It was actually a well-executed play by Bellows Falls. Stevens beat the defense down the floor, missed another easy one. On the break, there's going to be a foul called on Blanchard. Yeah, I was waiting because I didn't hear any whistle, and there was no way that wasn't a foul. Blanchard called for the push against McKean. McKean handling the ball a lot more here in this second half of play. But they're lining up for free throws. There's just no way. It's got to go out of bounds. Here we go. Yeah, and so they're all set now as McKean will take the ball out of bounds and get it into Rodriguez. Again, down by 14 with 5:12 left in the third quarter. Bellows falls on Munger Vision in JV basketball action. And oh, it went. Little help from the rim, and it goes. Well, I tell you, LeBeau, to me, he's played with 2 fouls, but he could have been called for 5 by now. I'm not sure who picked up the foul there. He was around the area, but I'm waiting to see who the board says picked it up. And anyway, it's going to be the act of shooting. And it's going to be Fisk at the line. And, well, they have it on LeBeau as his first foul, which is incorrect. That's if the board, well, that's his 3rd foul. I know, I'm not saying about the board. I know he had 2 fouls in the first half. Now the board is caught up. Yeah, it's 3 fouls on LeBeau, and he will sit back down with the 3 fouls. As Tim Jones, 21, is coming to the ball game for Bellows falls. While Stevens just so quick to the ball, just got it. Stevens aggressively went and kept the rebound alive, tipping it to himself, and then just banked it off the glass and then pushes the lead now to 28-14. And that's just that old cliche, wanting it more right there. And the ball's thrown away, and then the foul will be called. A hold as Stevens made the steal, then they got to grab hold on him, and McKean will pick up the foul. So leading scorer from the first half for Bellows Falls, Moore coming back in, number 5. He didn't get to start here in the second half, and I'm only speculating, but he seemed to be having issues with other aspects other than the physical aspect of the game. And whistle down and a foul called. Well, Bellows Falls thinks it's their basketball. And it will be their basketball. I missed who the foul was called on. And now Mill River with some different look defensively is Moore going to try to work off the screen from the middle of the floor by Jones, brings it up the far sideline instead. Picked off, trying to go to Jones down inside, and just really never had a chance of happening right there. Goyette to Stevens. Stevens, they've had no answer for it all defensively. He's pretty much done what he's wanted to do at will. Inside to Fisk, up, and look at there, Stevens again. Just quick to the ball. Nobody's playing him defensively. Nobody's marking on him to box him out. Nobody's following him around the floor. He's just freelancing, and he's just athletic and fast, and he's just going to to the ball for everything. And I believe Bellows Falls calling a timeout. Down by 14, 28-14, as you see right there. 3:59 left in the third quarter on Munger Vision. And so Stevens set now. Got the first. I mean, he's got to be, I don't have a statistician, but he's got to be around 16, 17 points right now. He's had a big ball game for Mill River. And he won't get the second shot. And well, you can see right there how aggressive that defense was as they trapped on the in baseline, and we were able to get the ball back on the steal, and Goyette up and got it. I mean, you could take that first game of the year. They look organized. They look confident out there. Their defense is playing well as a team. And Rodriguez going to take the shot from beyond the arc. No, weak side rebound. Blanchard. And then the foul will be committed by Bellows Falls. I believe it was number 14, Perry, will be called for the foul. And there'll be Minutemen on the inline with the basketball. It's again, no press in the backcourt by the Purple Terriers as Goyette, looking at that zone defense, got it off to Stewart, to Blanchard. Again, the passing has been very, well, about to say crisp, and then the ball tipped there. Nice job by Stewart to keep it alive and retain possession for Mill River as, well, this has been one of their sloppiest possessions. I'm not going to compliment them again. It jinxed them. As Goyette, Rodriguez on him defensively. Goyette again will kick it back out, and Stevens got it. He can't miss today. Stevens this time with a three-point shot from the outside. And the lead has gone to 20 at 34-14. And Stoddard just had nowhere to go. He got down in no man's land and really didn't have an angle to take the shot, put it up anyways. And that was an easy defense by Moreau. Look at Rodriguez with the steal and got it. Rodriguez with the steal and the basket. Again, it's 34-16 Mill River as Stewart with the finger roll didn't get the shot. And boy, one of the rare mistakes that Stevens has made today. He got the offensive rebound and kicked the ball back out to the point. There was nobody on the point. That doesn't mean it was his mistake, as he tipped that ball. 2:13 left in the third quarter, as Rodriguez had the last basket for Bellows Falls. And he's got the ball back again. There's the cut and the finish this time by Avery Perry. He might have traveled. Stevens this time taking a little bit of a walk there to get set up and let the ball fly. So with 1:50 left in the third quarter in this JV basketball game, Stoddard will take it out of bounds. Jake Stoddard for Bellows Falls. Gets it back in the hands of Rodriguez. That's Moore. As Ziegler trying to get on him defensively. Moore. Boy, he's determined to take shots no matter where he is. But I tell you, somebody got popped in the mouth. It was Perry whose nose. He's actually his nose. He kind of turned away from play and gave up on it, but he's holding his nose. It's a stunning thing to get popped in the nose. I've been hitting the nose many times. I got a pretty messed up nose from getting hit in the nose so many times. The foul occurred on the drive. There'll be no basket. It'll be a possession foul out of bounds. And we have coming in McKean, number 30 for Bellows Falls, and Niehawk, number 4. So Connor Niehawk back in the basketball game for the Purple Terriers. I mean, everybody has seen action from the Bellows Falls bench. There's Goyette, got it. But again, nice, strong, confident attacking of the basket. A big change from early in the season. Again, a lot of movement, but one man trying to open up for a shot. Stevens down the floor for the bucket. Makes it a 38-18 Mill River lead. A lot of what Bellows Falls' problem is right now is you're watching it. It's just one-man team. Whoever's got the ball, that's it. They don't use the other 4 guys, to be quite blunt about it. Stevens with another basket. I mean, I've seen different players on Bellows Falls do it. I don't know if that's their design play, but you're watching it again right here. That got knocked out of his hands and ends up in his teammate Niehawk's hands. Other than that, McKean was going to take it from baseline to baseline like Moore tried to do. Now LeBeau coming in for Moore. I mean, it doesn't take Red Auerbach to coach against somebody who's basically whoever's got the ball for Bellows Falls is the only guy you got guard. Oh, and Blanchard got hit in his private area there, and he came up holding it for a second, but it looks like he's going to be able to run it off. A lot of arms swinging to Ziegler. No good. That was a long shot. Stevens. Whoa. I can't believe it. I would have bet money on him. Oh, look at him make the pick, the steal, and tell you what, Josh Stevens, number 14. Having just a game of his life. 40-18, Mill River with the lead over Bellows Falls going into the fourth quarter play in JV basketball action on Munger Vision. Huge fourth quarter as they're down 22 points. 8 minutes left in the JV game. I'll have the varsity version of Bellows Falls Mill River at a later date on Munger Vision. As Niehawk guarded by Pelkey. So Pelkey's in the ball game along with North, 0-0 for Mill River. Stewart's 33. Ziegler 23, and Stevens remains out there, number 14. And I don't know if I mentioned Pelkey, number 5, is also out there. North over the top will hit the ball into the hands of Stewart. So Tanner Stewart. Stevens letting it fly. No. Rebound will be Armstrong. It was just the only man in the whole area was Armstrong as he all set. Here's LeBeau with the 3 fouls. Actually kind of became a moot point. 3 fouls on LeBeau. There's McKean. Lost it out of bounds. I'm not sure what kind of offense really. I'm being serious. I don't know what to call the offense Bellows Falls is running. It's certainly not motion. It's really not flex. It's not like a North Carolina. And I mean, it's just they're not even stepping off screens. Basically, whoever's got the ball, and maybe it's yours. Do it. And that'll go out of bounds off from Stewart. Try and chase it down, and they'll stop the clock with 6:45 to go in the basketball game. And Mill River is pulled out. Mill River is showing you several different looks defensively today, and one of them was they did have some pressure in the backcourt, and they don't feel the need for that now. And there's, I believe, a man-to-man being played. Yeah, it is man-to-man being played right now. Stoddard, Ziegler there defensively. Ziegler, very quick, left. Oh, Armstrong, nice move by the big man. Some gentle touch on the ball there. Cuts the lead in half at 40-20, Mill River. Up and no. Stoddard saved it. I don't know why he panicked, but he threw the ball right back to Mill River. Ziegler to Stewart, right from the free throw line. No. Tipped around and Stevens left it short. Stevens gonna attack the hole one more time. Missed the rim this time. He might be getting fatigued from shooting so much today. And nobody's in the bonus situation yet. That's only the fourth Mill River team foul. 5 on Bellows Falls and the second on Stevens. Stevens coming out of the ball game now, and Goyette will take a spot. And if I had to speculate, I would say he had to be 20 points or more in the ball game, Stevens. Pretty much they had no answer, Bellows Falls had no answer defensively for him. LeBeau with the high bounce pass, able to grab it to Stoddard. Everybody will crash, and now a travel called. And it's going to be Bellows Falls basketball. The Stoddard will take the ball out of bounds as they run that off-balance stack to Nehawk, and that got it. Tell you what, Nehawk made quite an adjustment to get the ball up over the top of the leaping defender and made it. So it makes it 40-23 after that impressive basket by Nehawk. Pelkey to North on the spin. He just lost the ball. And Stoddard ended up with it. Yeah, he spun so hard he popped the ball free from his grip. Here's McKean. Works off the screen, gets to the baseline, up and underneath. Oh, little Pete Maravich looking play there. 40-25, and the lead down to 15. And like I said, never say die, you know. That's a defensive kick off from LeBeau. No damage done. Actually, works out better for the defense because they force the offense to get the ball back into play, which means you can play denial, you can make a steal, you get a 5 count. Or you can just lay back in your zone and let them throw the ball in like nothing's going to matter. GCC as a coach, man, I think every possession is a strategic play. Every possession is big. And right there, they were content after kicking the ball defensively, forcing the other team to take the ball out of bounds again. They just went and set in a 2-3 zone. You know, you go back in the zone, but you put somebody on the ball and change your defense on the inbounds play. As LeBeau kicks, fires, fouled, and 2 shots coming up. Kerry Valenti Fish with the call. And I don't know if they're cheering for LeBeau or a mock cheer for the official, but I thought it was really a rather well officiated ball game. And LeBeau with a swish. Down to 14 now, 40-26. And I'm waiting to see Tim Jones coming in for Stoddard for Bellows Falls. Jones will be wearing number 25 in purple. Got him. Well, 40-27, and you know, I know that starting 5 is sitting over there for Mill River on the bench, but you know, Bellows Falls, you get on a little bit of a roll, you get some momentum. Yeah, they want him to come out of the zone. And Goyette will flip it off to Ziegler, and it was tipped out of bounds by LeBeau. And Bellows Falls going to call a timeout at the midway point, plus 4 seconds, 40-27. Mill River's JV squad with the lead on Munger Vision. Now just flip it up and easily got the ball in bounds again. Goyette to Stewart. He'll stand between circles. To Ziegler. They run a little wheel up top. Pelkey came out and met the ball and gave it off. And Stewart, Pelkey, Ziegler. Goyette. They want to rotate the ball. They wanted to wheel the ball around and rotate it down to north. Basket will be good. Goyette creating on his own off the drive. The play broke down, and that's what's the beauty of learning during the season. He was able to create after the play broke down. Goyette able to come up with a way that wasn't off the wall to score. Got the foul at the line. That's the 16th foul on Bellows Falls, and it's the 4th foul on LeBeau. And Armstrong with the box out got the rebound. 42-27. Mill River with the lead. As McKean threaded the needle, got the ball to Rodriguez, stopped on a dime, pivoted, turned around, put the fadeaway up, no good. Pelkey with the basketball, going to bring it back to Goyette in the center of the floor, and he'll be picked up just at the top of the three-point arc. And he'll kick the ball and save it. That was ugly, but he got it. And Coach McDonald with just a great line, standing over there, relaxed, said to his team, calm down. And he said it more annoyed than anything. And he's right. They wanted, again, that play was designed for North to set the screen and roll the basket, and neither one happened. LeBeau in traffic slowing it down, and he's going to set up for a 3-ball. No, front rimmed it. Long shot, creates a long rebound, and it came down to Armstrong. I got a feeling his game's not from the outside, so he'll go back down below the paint. Fade, put it up, and short. And then the foul is, I believe Armstrong fouled Ziegler. And if that's the case, it should be shots. The 1-on-1 coming down the other end of the floor, and it should be Ziegler taking the shots. As for Bellows Falls, Tim Jones coming out of the basketball game. And Jamie Moore, number 5, coming back and taking his spot. So Moore, who had back-to-back threes in the first quarter, they give Bellows Falls a 6-2 lead. And then he also had a 2-point basket from the field. He calmed down immensely, tremendously, cooled off quickly. And so Ziegler, the lefty, will be up and got it. Of course, got to see Ziegler during the soccer season. She got some playing time in at the varsity level. I believe he was number 15 in varsity soccer. He's 23 here in basketball. 2:26 to go. Mill River on the defense now is McKean to Moore. And a nice box out by North. A strong rebound, and Ziegler was grabbed and held by LeBeau, and that's 5 on LeBeau, and he will have fouled out of the basketball game. Most of the time when you're playing from behind defensively and you reach around and start grabbing out there, you're going to get whistled for the hold, and that's just what happened right there to LeBeau. And then Ziegler settling in at the line with 2:12 left. That's the 8th team foul, and still the 1-on-1. And Ziegler, that must have hit the rim or it would have been a violation. It was an ugly shot, to say the least. That looked like my free throws. He'll work on it, it happens. And McKean, no good along the baseline. Look at that, hustle down inside, then the foul called on the rebound as Rodriguez took the original shot, number 32. And the foul will give Bellows Falls back possession as Goyette going out for Mill River, and Stephen Duraxis taking his spot, number 55. It's McKean with the grab. We're just a tad under 2 minutes left to play. Moore looking to set up his shot. Yeah. And I'm not knocking him, but pass is certainly not in his vocabulary. And the reason I even have the audacity to say that is he took that ball from the elbow, put his head down, and dribbled fancily all around, and then finally until he took the drive. But if you're going to pass the ball to your teammate, your head has to be up. He had his head down watching the dribble the whole time. He didn't even know where anybody was around him. But I knew he was, because that's pretty much what he did the whole ball game also. And the foul called on Bellows fouls Ian McKean. That's his second personal foul. Now it's still the 1-1. So Moore with a pass over to Rodriguez, and he'll jump step in and got it. And Bellows falls with some pressure, a little bit too little too late right here. It's Pelkey going to take it all the way in and roll it in. The defense just left the weak side open, or this side open. 45-29. Yep, Moore from way outside. Yeah, he was that far beyond the arc and took the shot. And that's not because of the time in the game and the separation in the score. That was going on earlier in the ball game. And that's going to be Gary McDonald taking a timeout. He wanted to get a substitution as ways after. As Waller got into the ball game. He was trying to get Waller into the ball game. That's pretty much the only reason he called timeout. And everybody's all set. I kept it here. With those weas. And Pelkey lost the dribble. Might have gotten fouled earlier in the ball game, but this late in the ball game they didn't call that. Female Rivers basketball side out right in front of their bench. That's after trailing 6-2 in the first quarter. Mill River woke up, came to life, and played stifling defense, owned the boards, both offensively and defensively. I can't imagine how lopsided that statistic must be. And score-wise, it's 45-29. Moore behind the back pass. So he, took that one out of his resume. To Waller, and it'll be too long off the fingertips of Waller out of bounds. And still 38.9 seconds left in the basketball game. Oh, no, I have no problem with Moore at all. I'm just enjoying watching him as far as kind of like picking on him a little bit, but no harm intended at all. You can tell just by his talent, he's going to be a very good varsity basketball player. Got to learn though a little bit more about the passing thing. As Pelkey to Deroxis. And Pelkey will dive onto the ball, and what's the call? Did somebody say timeout? He called timeout to keep possession, which is what you would usually do in a tight game situation, but I think it kind of surprised the coach. And now they will call a timeout. 45-29 Mill River, just 26.2 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Siegler, pass picked off by Moore, and he'll take it up, reverse it. And Waller had it, lost it. Rodriguez will push the ball to his teammate Stoddard, and Stoddard to Rodriguez. Up and no. Ball will be tipped out to Waller, and that pass tipped forward to Stoddard. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4. Bellows falls with the last shot of the ball game. Got it. And that is it. It'll be a Mill River JV win, 45-31. A good effort by both teams, both coaches, and the officials did all right today too. This has been Munger Vision.